April 13th, 2026. Delhi's evening rush hour is peaking. Commuters are navigating the tight corridors of Old Delhi, moving past the historic sandstone walls of the Red Fort. 150 meters away, the traffic signal near the Gauri Shankar Mandir in Chandni Chowk is packed. Auto rickshaws, pedestrians, and cars are crammed shoulder to shoulder on Netaji Subhash Marg. At exactly 6:52 p.m., a slow-moving vehicle comes to a halt in the traffic line. Seconds later, it detonates. A violent, high-intensity shockwave rips through the intersection. The immediate toll is devastating. At least 10 people are killed, and over 20 suffer severe injuries. In a matter of seconds, a routine commute paralyzes the heart of the national capital. The physical damage on the ground extends far beyond the epicenter. The explosion instantly engulfs 3 to 4 adjacent vehicles in flames and destroys nearby rickshaws, scattering debris over a 50 to 100-meter radius. The kinetic force of the blast is immense. Residents and shopkeepers up to 2 kilometers away report feeling the ground shake and hearing a deafening acoustic shock. A massive multi-agency response is triggered almost immediately. Local police throw up a long line of yellow barricades, pushing back the chaotic crowds to seal the blast radius and preserve the crime scene. But as authorities survey the wreckage, there is a deliberate silence on the motive. Government officials are not yet labeling this a terror attack, waiting for forensic teams to analyze the debris first. The primary piece of physical evidence sits right at the epicenter, the mangled, charred chassis of a Haranya-registered vehicle. Forensic teams find a physical contradiction. Despite the force leveling nearby vehicles, the asphalt beneath the car remains intact. There is no crater. Furthermore, as the pressure wave radiates outward, investigators find no shrapnel. There are no metal fragments typical of weaponized explosives. These missing markers suggest the blast behaves like the unintended detonation of volatile commercial materials, something like ammonium nitrate, igniting while in transit. Because of this specific forensic profile, investigating agencies are treating the site as a potential hazardous material transport accident. The lack of a crater and shrapnel prevents an immediate classification as an act of war. Still, the terror theory remains viable. The primary reason is the disproportionate intensity of the blast. A standard vehicle fire or CNG cylinder explosion does not typically level a 100-meter radius. A separate timeline adds a new variable. Only hours before the explosion at the Red Fort, authorities dismantled a Jaish-e-Mohammed terror module in neighboring Faridabad. Officials currently state there is no direct link between the two events. But the temporal and geographic proximity makes it impossible to rule out a coordinated plot. To find out, specialized units from the NSG and NIA are stepping in, tracking ownership history through its chassis number and swabbing the site for explosive residues. NSG labs are now isolating microscopic residue. This specific chemical signature will identify if the material was a terror recipe or a commercial shipment. While the forensic teams work, the response has escalated to the highest levels of government, with Home Minister Amit Shah personally inspecting the situation and briefing the Prime Minister. Medical teams are focused on the human cost. Many of the victims have been rushed to the nearby Lok Nayak Jaiprakash Narayan Hospital, where they are being treated for severe burn injuries. On the ground, the multi-agency deployment is expanding rapidly. The Uttar Pradesh Anti-Terror Squad crossed state lines to integrate with the Delhi Police Special Cell. The uncertainty surrounding the blast's origin has triggered a nationwide security cascade. High alerts are now pulsing across multiple states, locking down critical infrastructure in Mumbai, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Kolkata. Simultaneously, a digital dragnet is underway. Police are scrubbing CCTV feeds across Delhi's traffic zones, attempting to trace the exact route the vehicle took before arriving at Chandni Chowk. For now, the country is in an agonizing wait. Only the final results from the Forensic Science Laboratory will definitively categorize the tragedy. Accidental detonation or calculated attack, the outcome of the investigation will not change the immediate reality. The blast exposed the vulnerability of India's hyper-dense urban centers, showing how quickly a crowded intersection can turn into a catastrophe.